Earth, year 2230. Humanity is just another species in a galaxy filled with much stronger, older alien races. For centuries, Earth has been a small and insignificant planet, surrounded by more advanced alien civilizations. Humanity has always struggled to keep up, just trying to survive in a galaxy dominated by powerful beings. Alien species looked down on humans, calling them primitive and weak. Earth was rarely taken seriously in galactic politics and trade. But all of that was about to change. One cold morning in the Arctic, a team of human archaeologists made a discovery that would forever alter the fate of the galaxy. Beneath the ice, deep in the frozen wilderness, they found something that had been hidden for centuries, something far beyond human understanding. The artifact they uncovered was glowing with an energy unlike anything they had ever seen. It hummed with power, as if it had been waiting for someone to awaken. At first, the discovery seemed like just another ancient relic. But when the team started to examine it closely, they realized that this was not just a forgotten object. It was something far more dangerous and important. The artifact was a source of immense energy, capable of controlling forces of nature that no one on Earth had ever dreamed of. It was more than just technology. It was a key to unlocking unimaginable power. The team of scientists soon discovered that this artifact wasn't just a relic from Earth's past. It had been left behind by humanity's ancient ancestors, a long-forgotten civilization that once ruled the galaxy. These early humans had mastered technology so advanced that it seemed like magic to the other alien races. They could manipulate space, bend time, and even alter the very laws of physics. But this ancient human empire had been destroyed in a great war, fought between powerful alien species who feared their might. As they, scientists, worked to understand the artifact, they uncovered a chilling truth. The artifact held the secret to restoring the power that humans once wielded. It contained knowledge and technology that could allow humanity to control the very fabric of reality itself. It was like nothing the galaxy had ever seen, a power that could change the entire balance of the universe. When the news of the artifact's discovery spread, the galaxy's alien civilizations were thrown into a panic. For centuries, humans had been seen as nothing more than a young and fragile species, barely able to defend themselves. But now, the tables had turned. The power humans had once lost was now within their reach again. The other alien races, who had long mocked humanity, suddenly found themselves terrified of what they could do. At first, the aliens dismissed humanity's newfound power, assuming that Earth would not be able to control it. But they were wrong. The more humanity learned about the artifact, the more they unlocked its secrets. The technology that had once allowed humans to dominate the stars was now being revived. Cities began to change, with structures made of materials that could bend light and energy itself. New ships, powered by the artifact's energy, began to take flight, ships capable of traveling faster than the speed of light, able to manipulate gravity and energy field. The rest of the galaxy had no choice but to watch in awe as humans slowly began to change the rules of the universe. No longer just an insignificant species, humanity was now on the brink of becoming the most powerful force in the galaxy. Alien civilizations who had once ignored or belittled humanity now saw them as a serious threat, one that could challenge their very existence. The ancient power contained in the artifact was not just a tool, it was a weapon. A weapon that, if used correctly, could alter the future of the entire galaxy. And while some humans were excited about the possibilities this power could offer, others feared the consequences. Could humanity control such power, or would it destroy them as it had destroyed their ancestors? As the artifact's power spread, the other alien races began to react. Some, like the peaceful Ythar, tried to form alliances with Earth, hoping to work together and share the power. But others, like the warlike Xandorians, saw this as an opportunity to take control of the galaxy by force. The galaxy was now on the brink of war, and Earth had become the center of it all. The balance of power in the galaxy was shifting. Humanity, once seen as weak and unimportant, had become the galaxy's newest and most dangerous player. The question was no longer whether humanity would survive, but whether they would use their newfound power to lead or to conquer. The fate of the galaxy was now in the hands of a species that had once been considered inferior. The universe was about to change. and humanity had the power to make that change for better or for worse. Earth and the galaxy, year 2235. News of the human discovery has spread throughout the galaxy, reaching alien governments far and wide. After the powerful artifact was uncovered beneath the Arctic ice, the galaxy was never the same. Word spread quickly that humanity had awakened a force of unimaginable power and ancient technology left by humans themselves from a time when they ruled the stars. What had once been a secret, buried deep within the Earth, was now the galaxy's most coveted prize. First, the galaxy's alien races took little notice of humanity's discovery. They had long dismissed Earth as a minor species, too young and too weak to be a serious threat. But that was before the artifact's power was revealed. Now, alien governments knew the truth. Humanity had the potential to control space, time, and the very laws of physics. Some of these species believed this power should never belong to Earth, and they would do anything to take it for themselves. The Eltharians, a peaceful race who had always sought harmony among the stars, were the first to voice concern. They reached out to humanity, urging them to abandon the artifact before it consumed them. The Eltharians feared that no species should possess such godlike power, warning that humanity's new abilities could lead to disaster. But despite their peaceful nature, they were ignored. Humanity wasn't ready to let go of the artifact. They had tasted the power, and they wanted more. Meanwhile, alien fleets across the galaxy began to stir. The Xandorians, a fierce and aggressive race known for their military might, saw this as an opportunity to take control of the universe. They believed that only the strongest species should have such power, and they had no intention of letting Earth keep the artifact. A series of ultimatums were sent to Earth, demanding that the artifact be handed over immediately. But humanity, newly emboldened by their discovery, refused to comply. Tensions between the alien races and humanity escalated quickly. It wasn't just one species that wanted control of the artifact. Now it was a coalition of races, all with their own motives. The galaxy was on the brink of war. For the first time in centuries, humanity was the target, and all eyes were on Earth. But instead of cowering in fear, humanity stood tall. They knew the artifact had the power to protect them and to attack. As alien ships approached Earth, demanding the artifact's surrender, humanity made its move. With the help of the artifact's newfound power, they began to build defenses like nothing the galaxy had ever seen. Cities once vulnerable to attack became fortresses of energy shields and advanced weapons. Earth was no longer a defenseless target. It had become a formidable fortress in its own right. First, the alien fleets believed they could overwhelm Earth with sheer numbers. But as they attempted to launch their attacks, they quickly learned that humanity had unlocked the power to control space itself. The artifact's technology allowed humans to create massive energy fields, to manipulate time in short bursts, and to twist the very fabric of reality to their will. Space itself seemed to bend in strange ways, making it impossible for the alien forces to predict what would happen next. In battle after battle, humanity outmaneuvered their enemies, gaining the upper hand. The more humanity unlocked the artifact's secrets, the more their power grew. Ships capable of bending light to become invisible appeared, and weapons that could tear apart entire fleets with a single blast became reality. Humanity wasn't just defending Earth, they were shaping the battlefield in ways that no one had ever dreamed possible. Alien fleets found themselves trapped in strange loops, unable to escape the traps set by human ingenuity. Despite their victories, the question began to hang over humanity. What should they do with this newfound power? Humanity's leaders were divided. Some saw this as an opportunity to finally take their place as rulers of the galaxy. With the power of the artifact, they believed humanity could reshape the universe in their image, bringing order, peace, and prosperity under human control. Others, however, were deeply concerned. They warned that such power could corrupt humanity, that the very thing that made them strong could also destroy them. There were fears that if humanity used the artifact to dominate, they would become no better than the aliens who had once ruled over them. The temptation to control everything was strong, but the consequences could be catastrophic. Humanity was now faced with a choice: to seek dominance and rewrite the galaxy to suit their vision, or to be cautious and use the power responsibly. the galaxy was watching. The alien races were waiting to see what humanity would do with the power they had unleashed. Some hoped that humanity would choose peace and abandon their pursuit of dominance. Others, like the Azandorians, believed that the only way to survive was to crush humanity before they became too powerful. Humanity, for the first time in history, was no longer the underdog. The entire galaxy had shifted, and now it was up to them to decide how they would wield the incredible power they had discovered. Would they use it to protect Earth, or would they take control of the galaxy and reshape it in their own image? One thing was clear: the balance of power in the galaxy had changed forever. The chase for control had begun. The galaxy now knows that humanity controls a force stronger than anything they've ever seen. Humanity had come a long way. Once considered weak and insignificant, they had now become the galaxy's most powerful force. After discovering the ancient artifact buried beneath Earth's surface, humans had unlocked a power that allowed them to manipulate time, space, and the very laws of physics. With this newfound strength, humanity fought back against alien invaders, successfully defending their planet from those who sought to take the artifact. They had built an impressive defense, one that the galaxy's alien species could no longer ignore. But despite their victories, humanity now faced a difficult choice. They had the power to protect Earth and much more. Should they use this incredible strength to safeguard their home, or should they reshape the entire galaxy according to their will? The temptation to control the galaxy was overwhelming, but there were also risks. The power they wielded was unlike anything the universe had ever known. It could bring peace or cause untold destruction. As humanity began to unlock more of the artifact's secrets, strange things started happening across the galaxy. Entire star systems began to experience time loops, where the same moments repeated again and again. Alien ships malfunctioned, their systems completely thrown off by the energy emanating from Earth. Some planets saw sudden bursts of energy, swells of power that seemed to warp reality itself. The fabric of the universe was bending, and humanity's power was the cause. At first, these strange occurrences were dismissed by some as coincidences. But the frequency of these events grew, and soon it was clear the artifact was doing something far more than just powering new technology. It was warping the very laws of nature. Time itself was no longer constant. Space was stretching and contracting in ways no one could explain. The galaxy was in turmoil, and humanity was at the center of it all. The other alien races who had once feared humanity's rise now feared the power that they'd awakened. Some, like the peaceful Eltharians, urged humanity to stop using the artifact. They warned that this power, if left unchecked, could tear the universe apart. But humanity, now emboldened by their strength, refused to listen. They believed they could control it. They believed that their newfound power was the key to ruling the galaxy. As humanity continued to harness the artifact's power, a new threat appeared. The Valerian, an ancient and ruthless alien species, had been watching humanity's rise from the shadows. The Valerian were the original creators of the artifact, and they had hidden it away in the depths of Earth's Arctic for a reason. They knew that such power could not be allowed to fall into the wrong hands. For centuries, the Valerian had kept their distance from humanity, watching as Earth evolved from a primitive species to one of the galaxy's most dangerous forces. But now, seeing that humanity had awakened the power of the artifact, they decided it was time to act. The Valerian were determined to reclaim the artifact and take back what was rightfully theirs. They believed that humanity was not worthy of such power and would stop at nothing to take it back. The galaxy braced itself for a showdown between humanity and the Valerian. Humanity, now confident in their ability to control the artifact, prepared for battle. They had the power to manipulate time, to bend space, and to control energy abilities that the Valerian had never imagined. Earth's defenses had never been stronger, and the alien forces had never been more determined. But just as humanity was preparing for the final battle with the Valerian, a shocking truth was revealed. The artifact, it turned out, was not meant to be used by humans or any species, for that matter. It was a weapon, one that had been created by the Valerian long ago to destroy their enemies. It was never intended to be a source of power for any living species. The Valerian, now speaking directly to humanity, revealed the devastating truth. The artifact had been created in the aftermath of a galactic war that nearly destroyed their entire civilization. In their desperation, they had created the artifact to give them an overwhelming advantage. But when it was used recklessly, it had nearly torn the galaxy apart. The Valerian had hidden it away, hoping that no one would ever discover its true power. Humanity now stood at a crossroads. They had unlocked the artifact's potential, but they had no idea how to control it completely. The power they wielded was enormous, but it was also incredibly unstable. If used incorrectly, it could destroy the galaxy. If they kept using it, they might trigger an irreversible chain reaction that would cause untold destruction. Humanity was faced with a decision unlike any other. They could continue to use the artifact and risk the destruction of everything they had fought for, or they could destroy it, letting go of the power that had made them so strong. The Valerian, once enemies, now offered a solution: return the artifact to them and allow them to seal it away once more. But some humans were unwilling to give up the power they had fought so hard to gain. They argued that humanity had earned the right to control their own destiny. Others, however, feared the consequences of continuing to wield such power and urged for the artifact's destruction. The debate grew heated, and time was running out. The Valerian fleet was closing in, and the galaxy's fate hung in the balance. In the end, the decision would be made not by the Valerian, but by humanity itself. Would they continue down a path of domination, or would they relinquish their control over the artifact to protect the galaxy from destruction? The choice was theirs, and the fate of the universe depended on Earth and the galaxy, year 2245. The fate of the galaxy rests in the hands of humanity. Humanity stood at the edge of a decision that would determine the future of the galaxy. They had come so far from being laughed at by powerful alien civilizations to becoming the most dominant force in the universe. All of it was because of a mysterious artifact buried beneath Earth's surface, an artifact that granted humanity control over the very laws of reality itself. But now, humanity faced the biggest challenge of all. The Valerian, the ancient creators of the artifact, were preparing to launch their final assault to reclaim the power they had once lost. Time was running out. In the Grand Council chambers of Earth's capital, the debate was fierce. Some argued that humanity should use the artifact's power to force peace upon the galaxy. With their newfound strength, they could bring order, reshape the galaxy, and rule over the other species to ensure lasting peace. In their eyes, humanity was destined to lead. The power of the artifact could be the key to making the galaxy a perfect place, free from the chaos of war and conflict. To them, the ends justified the means. On the other side of the room, a growing number of leaders believed the opposite. They feared the dangers of such absolute power. The artifact, after all, was not a gift. It was a weapon, a tool that could corrupt even the noblest of hearts. If humanity ruled the galaxy with such power, they might become just like the Valerian once were, a destructive force, incapable of controlling the very power they wielded. The idea of using the artifact to dominate other species was too risky. Instead, they believed humanity should destroy the artifact so no one would ever have the temptation to misuse it again. The future of the galaxy, they argued, was too important to gamble with. The council session grew heated as both sides presented their arguments. The weight of the decision felt unbearable. Humanity had already fought to protect Earth and defend its right to control the artifact. But could they be trusted to wield such immense power? Could they ensure that no species would ever again be subjected to tyranny, even if it came with the promise of peace? As the debate raged on, a dark turn took place. In the shadows of the council room, a group of high-ranking officials, humans who had become intoxicated by the power they now possessed, made a dangerous decision. They secretly plotted to use the artifact's energy to create a new empire. They believed humanity's rise was inevitable, that they were the galaxy's true rulers, and they could do whatever it took to seize control. This faction cared little for the ideals of peace or balance. They only wanted power, and they were willing to betray their own people, to take the artifact and use it to impose their will on the galaxy, even if it meant starting a war with Earth's leadership. The plans of this rogue group remained hidden until the day of reckoning arrived. The Valerian had gathered their forces. They launched their final attack, a wave of destruction that would bring humanity to its knees. The galaxy watched as the skies above Earth darkened with the ships of the Valerian. Their goal was simple: to reclaim the artifact and restore their ancient rule. The Valerian made their move, but humanity was ready. They had prepared. But the real battle was not just in the skies above Earth. It was the battle for the soul of humanity itself. The leaders of Earth had to make their final choice. Should they fight to preserve their newfound dominance, using the artifact to repel the Valerian and secure their place as the galaxy's rulers? Or should they choose a different path, one that could save the galaxy from the endless cycle of conflict and power struggles? The rogue faction, fueled by their desire for control, betrayed the Council at the worst possible moment. They seized the artifact and attempted to harness its power for themselves, planning to reshape the galaxy as they saw fit. As the Valerian's forces pressed forward, humanity's divisions became apparent. The battle raged on, with Earth's defenders trying to stop the rogue group from using the artifact, and the Valerian's fleet closing in on their target. In the heat of the battle, the artifact's power began to warp reality itself. Time itself began to loop in some areas, and space warped in others. Planets shifted positions, and stars flickered out. The galaxy was on the brink of collapse, caught in the chaos created by the artifact's immense power. The decision humanity faced was no longer just about the future of Earth, it was about the survival of the entire galaxy. Then, in the final moments of the battle, humanity made its choice. They realized that the artifact, no matter how tempting, was too dangerous to wield. They decided to destroy it, not for fear of the Valerian. The rogue faction, despite their efforts, was overthrown. As the artifact's power began to disintegrate, the galaxy began to heal. In the aftermath, humanity chose to rebuild, but not by force. The power to reshape the galaxy was gone, but humanity was determined to lead by example. They didn't need to control the galaxy to make it a better place. The lessons learned from the artifact, the responsibility that came with power, were enough to guide them forward. The galaxy, though forever changed, now had hope. The balance of power shifted away from domination and towards cooperation. No longer would humanity seek to conquer, but to guide. They had learned that true strength was not in control, but in unity. And as humanity's leaders looked toward the stars, they knew the future was theirs to shape, not through power, but through wisdom and compassion.